everyone. I'm Cheryl Mitchell, the Queen of Conversion. In this episode of The Spotlight, I'm sharing how I retired from my 9 to 5, building multiple streams of income through real estate, rental properties, seller financing, tiny houses, and doing a garage to duplex conversion. And we're just getting started. If you're ready to learn how everyday people can build extraordinary legacies, make sure you tune into The Spotlight. Let's dominate. Hello, everyone. I'm Cheryl Mitchell, the Queen of Conversion. In this episode of The Spotlight, I'm sharing how I retired from my 9 to 5, building multiple streams of income through real estate, rental properties, seller financing, tiny houses, and doing a garage to duplex conversion. And we're just getting started. If you're ready to learn how everyday people can build extraordinary legacies, make sure you tune into The Spotlight. Let's dominate.
Yes, yes. Hey, Davina. It is so good to see you. We have such an exciting show going on today, right?
Yes, very excited. I'm super, super excited for our guest speaker today.
Absolutely. Listen, guys, welcome to the Wealth Creator Spotlight. We are here again. I am Coach Rosie. I am your wealth, real estate, and business strategist. Co-host is Davina. Go ahead, Davina, just introduce yourself today.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Spotlight. I am Davina Williams Booker, and I am your licensed agent that specializes in final expense. And I'm just so excited to be here today with Coach Rosie.
Thank you. This is going to be such an awesome day. We have such a great and wonderful person who is going to be our guest today. She is absolutely fantastic. But I just want to welcome you guys to our Wealth Creator Spotlight. It is a bi-weekly show that highlights powerful wealth builders and their transformative journeys. Listen, we are here to showcase their success stories and the impact that they're actually making, offering inspiration and strategies to help you elevate your own path. So today, listen, we have a powerhouse of a woman that is going to come on our stage today. And I cannot wait to actually introduce her to you because she is going to show you how she and her husband have been doing so many awesome things in real estate. Oh man, Davina, like
I know. It's
fantastic, right?
fantastic. Yes.
Yes. So our guest today is actually a proud wife, mom of 3 people, like 3, and a real estate investor with nearly 20 years of experience. But she's not just buying properties, she's on a mission to redefine human housing rights. Okay. So from building affordable, energy efficient tiny homes to pioneering a 4-unit transitional housing concept, she's living proof that real estate can be both profitable and powerful. She's gone from HR and accounting to now developing micro home communities for veterans, seniors, single mothers, and through the Wealth Creators Program, she has learned how to leverage her actual rental properties with owner financing and is now has secured funding, completed 2 new builds, and expanded her portfolio with confidence and clarity. This episode is really about the mission-driven wealth, and I can't wait for you to meet Miss Cheryl Mitchell.
Okay. Good morning, beautiful ladies. How are y'all doing in our Wealth Creators family?
Awesome.
Awesome.
We are great. And we're so happy to actually have you here today, Cheryl. A few weeks back, we had your husband on, who is also
Oh,
a
yeah.
dynamite, just all within himself. But the two of you together, like super powerhouses here.
Powerhouses,
So
yes.
today, we had to have you on because we know that, there's some brain behind the man, right? Like,
Oh,
It
yes.
is. Yes.
there's more to it than just what we saw with him. There's here you are, and you guys together are crushing it, but we know that you have been doing some exceptional things as well. Let's talk about just for a moment how you got started in real estate.
Okay. Well, I also did some time overseas, about 6 years in Iraq. We were in Iraqi freedom, and I always wanted to replace my income when I came home. So I decided to get rid of real estate agent, and she found 10 properties that this lady would like to sell. So I went on ahead and I purchased her portfolio, and she had several duplexes in there and some single families.
Wow,
Yes,
amazing.
Amazing.
Like
it was,
that's a great start, right, Davina?
Yeah, it is. It is.
and it
So,
took some time because I did all of that overseas, and so I had someone on the ground helping me. So it does take a village, and does take people helping you with the paperwork and everything.
hmm I see. So, with you being overseas, because I do understand that that's your somewhere else in the United States, totally different laws and everything. So, when did you actually, like, what year did you actually decided to take that leap and, get into the real estate industry? What year was that?
As 2008, 2009.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So was that the inspiration behind that? I know that you mentioned it as far as, having something outside of your work. Was that the only inspiration that drove you to get into real estate, or was there something else behind that?
I always wanted to build affordable housing and make sure the rents where we can afford a nice place, a safe place to live. So I always wanted. I had a large family also, and I always wanted to make sure that everyone had a place to live. So I said, let me just go ahead if they need to. They fall on some difficult times, they can always rent from me at an affordable rate.
Mhm. That's
Awesome.
awesome. So Cheryl, explain to us, how did you get into Wealth Creators, and what was the decision that you and your husband made to say this is it for us?
Okay, it was interesting. My husband had been following Marvin for a couple of years, and he said, "You know what? We want to take the 5 day challenge." So I had already was taking a real estate class before this one, and I said, "Oh, you know what? I will support you. You go ahead. You you go ahead and do the 5 day challenge." And we were on vacation while we were doing that challenge too. And I said, I would support you. And the times that you can't be on, I'll be on and make sure you get everything you need. And that's how it
Yeah.
has.
Oh, look at that. I love that. She's like, you know what, honey, I'm gonna support you. You just go ahead. You do what you need to do now. We're on vacation, but you guys took your vacation time to spend learning, right?
Yes.
Hopping into this webinar or the challenge, but you did not allow that to stop you just because you were on vacation.
No, ma'am. Because I know that whatever you do and you plan and prepare, sometimes it will manifest the next year. So all the things that we've learned of the first year is taking place and actually happening this year. Yes.
Nice.
Nice. Love it. I
Nice.
love it. So let's talk about the real estate. I know because I have seen for myself your compound that you have built. Talk to
Yes.
us about, where did that idea come from for you to build your own compound where you're currently living?
Well, we were all. I always wanted my family to always have a place to live, and that's sisters, brothers, aunts, and everyone. And
Mhm.
we decided to. This came about. The compound that we're on now is actually a seller finance. Someone was ready to move. They were a mature couple, and they remembered we joined a RIA maybe 6 years or 7 years ago, and they reached back and they said, okay, we know this couple who are were ready to buy, or they were interested because we are real estate investors, and so they said they remembered our name, and they contact my husband, and we came and we walked it, and all I saw was land. I didn't even look at the house, Coach Roger, to tell you the truth. And I knew I could build on the land. I could build it out. So we walked it through, and we got a really good deal on it, a great price, and we took advantage. And all of those things that the classes, because I never dawned on me, I could also sell a finance till I took your class. And I was always the landlord. Now I can be the note holder. So I'm blown away, just blown away. And that's how we got the compound, and we started building on it. We're also doing a garage to duplex conversion so I can house some more people.
Nice. I love that. Let's just chat just a moment about what you just said so that the audience understands. You just
Okay.
talked about seller financing, and that is what you did, which is traditionally what people do, right? So folks usually will take out a loan with someone and they're going to pay them mortgage every month, a bank
Right.
typically.
Mhm.
But in your case, you're flipping the script now, and you did it, right? We all have financed something, and then we
Right.
pay one mortgage or whatever our monthly payments are. We're doing that and then giving them interest. But in this case, you're saying, hey, now I've learned how to not just be the consumer, but I've learned how to be the investor, in the sense that I get to now collect the mortgage every month. So let's
Absolutely.
what that means to you at this point and stage in your career.
Once a person retires, you want to get incremental income. Now you can get a monthly income coming in each month from someone after you sell or finance them a property. So you can buy a property, and then you can be the bank, and you can have that person pay you the down payment, pay your monthly mortgage. You don't have to worry about fixing anything, paying taxes or anything. It's like sitting home waiting for your money to hit the mailbox each month.
It's like
Ooh.
you're the bank now. In
I'm
essence, you're the bank now. So you just collect that cash. That's all.
Oh yes, yes. Want to wash, rinse, and repeat.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I love it. I love it.
Love it.
So
Oh,
you had mentioned one of your long-term vision is to have about 40 to 100 units of micro homes. So for someone like myself that has no idea about micro homes, what is that? Can you explain what that looks like and what that means? Is it like a tiny home or is it something totally different?
yes, it's like a small, tiny home. It's a smaller footprint. You don't have to have these large houses anymore. You can downsize and have reasonable rents, and something that you can afford, especially when people are transitioning or retiring, or you empty nesters, and you might be just wanting a small village that you can stay in, so you could travel like you want to, and it doesn't take up as much space. You don't. Most people don't need as many things as you think you do. Uh, you the tiny home. It's about anywhere from 650 square feet or smaller. Um, Maybe it would cost about $20,000 or $30,000 to build. So on that notion right there, you already know that this is much less than $200,000 for a small little garden home. You can go into a tiny home. You can save money. It's affordable, and with the way the economy is today, most people are downsizing and getting into more affordable homes, and you can put it as a village, like 40 to 50 uh, micro homes will fit on about 5 acres. You can build a nice little community. You can have where you can build a garden. You can have a community center. You can even put a church on it if you want to, for everybody to come together. And it's a smaller footprint. You don't use as much uh, things like polluting the air and things of that nature. You can actually get to plant your own gardens, have chickens if you want to, and just have a community space where everybody can come together and enjoy each other, and you can save money. It's not so. It's very. I worked with the Texas Workforce Commission, and a lot of people are getting laid off. They're transitioning. They're retiring. You got school kids. They're trying to go to college. All of that is expensive, and just affording a home is just is a lot. So if you can get a small community where it doesn't cost that much, your overhead might be $1,200 a month, as opposed to $4,000 or $5,000 a month, and it's very affordable. So when I seen that, you could also. I just recently teamed up with the Coalition for the Homeless in Houston, and they also would like to venture into putting people into smaller homes where they can live, and they have funding and things of that nature for that, and the veterans. So it's a lot.
Let's
Nice.
think about this for a moment. It is a lot, right? But it's a beautiful idea.
Yes,
And
it is.
tiny homes are not new. So let's think about, right? Tiny homes are nowhere close to being a new thing
Right.
because back in the day, people grew up in tiny homes and they had 10, 15 kids in tiny homes, right?
Absolutely.
They raised
Absolutely.
real families in what we call shotgun homes, right?
That's
Like
it. Shotgun.
literally walk to the front door, open it up, you see the entire house right there, right? Three
Yeah,
rooms, maybe four.
that's it.
And so and so when we think about it, now a lot of people are considering downsizing, right? They want to do
Mhm.
something more economical. They want to be more, minimalist. They're not
Right.
looking to be in the biggest of homes.
Mhm.
And they want to travel. They want to do, certain things in their lives that having that larger overhead does not
Right.
afford them to be able to do. And
Exactly.
so
Definitely.
kudos to you for you all stepping out in this particular arena and saying, "Hey, we're gonna make this work so that we can provide housing for people." So, what I want to ask you is this: how is it that, or let me rephrase the question. You and your husband were already buying properties. You had already financed this compound that you were going to grow. Where where were you feeling stuck maybe, or feeling like there needed to be more growth, that you said, "Hey, Wealth Creators is going to help us to expand and scale our ideas, our business." Where were you at that point in your journey prior to getting into Wealth Creators?
Right. It's learning about the financing part. Doing where do you get the financing, and where can you expand and get to collaborate with other wealth creators, like-minded individuals. Unfortunately, sometimes we have family and friends and they don't see your same vision, and you want to be in a group of people who share some of the same insights and some of the same things that you want to do. And you can with wealth creators, we have wealth creators that would like to collaborate on bigger visions, like bigger things and bigger goals that you want to do. So we got a chance to. It was so fascinating to me to be around, especially women who are business women who want to build and have like-minded things that they want to do, and who want to open homes and open and build greater things, like the insurance itself. Like you can purchase insurance and be your own bank, so you can borrow from yourself. So all those ideas was just it. I just sit in awe when we go on our different uh, weekly well, I say monthly. Every 3 months we get together and we get to collaborate and talk and grow, and it's just fascinating to me. I just learned so much. That's why sometimes you just want to sit and listen and not, talk as much. And you learn so much just coming on each week, Monday and Tuesday. We meet sometimes Wednesday and sometimes Thursday. So it's the whole. It's not just one thing. It's not just real estate. You can do insurance. You could also, if you want to dabble in stock, or if you want to do a more holistic thing with Coach Sasha, who get down to it where what's eating you, what's preventing you from growing. So it's a community where they can feed what you need. It's everything
Absolutely.
that's all in one
Yeah.
place.
Yes. I love
Absolutely.
it. I absolutely love it. This is so beautiful. I mean, when we think about what you just said, feeling like, okay, there's other things that I need to know. Even being in business, it doesn't matter how long someone is in business. I was in business for many, many years and realized that I'm missing something here, right? Like there's something else I know I need to be doing, but I don't know what that thing is. And being able to find a community like this, wealth creators, to then be able to spotlight what it is that you're missing, right? You go,
Right.
I need that and I need that, right? And then you start to go, wow, I thought I knew business, but I realized I only knew one small segment of business.
Yes,
I
Right.
didn't know the other steps to help me to grow and to scale my business. And that's what
Exactly.
wealth creators does, not just from, okay, I want to start business, or I want to get into, real estate, or I want to do stocks. It's more about, even if you're at the beginner level,
right.
it has something for you, right? No
Right.
matter where you are on the playing field, Wealth Creators has something for you. So before Davina asks a question, which I'm sure she has one, I'm doing a lot of talking today, but I want to invite our audience. If you have a question for Cheryl, please put it in the chat area on YouTube or Facebook. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. All right, Davina?
Yeah. So the question that I have for you, Cheryl, is with being a part of the Well Creators community, what is the just one win that has really transformed your life and even your husband's life? What is that one thing that you are like, that's what I needed, that's what was missing?
Yes. Believe it or not, it was Coach Rosie's class, the seller finance, being the note holder. I just didn't know. I said, it's I didn't know that. It was just like it just dawned on me, like, oh, I could do that. I have properties that I could put on seller financing, and I don't have to be a landlord. I It has its ups and downs on being a landlord. I'm pretty sure we all been there. Ooh. So just to know that, okay, I don't have to get the phone calls anymore. I don't have to worry about paying all these taxes and school taxes. I actually can have someone else take care of that and just collect each month. I can do both sides because I have long term tenants, so I can do both sides. And now if someone wants to move out, I can actually flip that to a seller finance property and go from there. And then and just it just opened my eyes and opened a lot of doors for me.
So
Yeah.
what I'm hearing you say is that Coach Rosie seller financed and gave you that leverage to switch from the landlord to the
Right.
bank, which has
Yes.
given you the opportunity to let go of all those things that we don't like doing. And
Right.
someone else has taken that responsibility on, and you're just collecting that check, which is sweet. So, yes,
Yes.
that is awesome.
That's getting some of my time back. Yes.
Exactly as well.
And I
Okay.
love that word you said. That is sweet. It absolutely is
That's
sweet.
sweet.
It's sweet. It really is. Knowing that you don't have to worry about all of the tenants, the toilets, the sinks, and all the other things that come with renting. And certainly there's nothing wrong with being a landlord because I understand that there are people out there who absolutely love being a
Yes.
landlord. They don't
Mhm.
mind doing the work. That's their dream. And that's totally fine. Just for, some of us, we're like, hey, I don't want the late night calls. I don't want to do all of those things. I want to be able to lay back, not get a phone call from anyone, not a management company who's going to tell me what's going on with the property, nothing. I want to be like the bank. The bank
Oh,
says, just give me the money every month and that's it. Like I have no other dealings with the property. So I love that. Now, listen, hey, everybody out there, we have tonight, Marvin has a free webinar that's happening tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join that free wealth creation webinar tonight with Mr. Marvin Mitchell at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Listen, when you get into these webinars, it will absolutely change the trajectory of your thoughts. Your thoughts will be shifted forever.
right.
It's difficult to learn something that you didn't. It's something new you've never heard of. And then all of a sudden you learn that thing. Someone says it to you. It gets into your spirit and it causes you to begin to want to reach and do more. So
Yep.
that is what his webinars always do. I don't care how many times I listen to him, I'm always learning something new. So the link, you can find it. I think it's been posted already. You can find it in the chat or the comments section. You can find that link. Join tonight. Copy and paste it someplace or open it up now so you'll have it for later. But it's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tonight is the webinar. It is free. And I would recommend that anyone who wants to create generational wealth, who wants to start a business, who's new, just don't know exactly what you want to do, you need clarity. Let me tell you, this is the place to be, wealth creators. So the webinar's tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's see. Cheryl, we are almost out of time, but I would love for you to give those who are listening some advice on if they have been thinking about doing something new, whether it's starting their own business, they're not even sure of what they want to do, but they know they want to begin creating generational wealth. What would you advise them to do? What would be your last words to someone like that?
What you need to do is join a community just like this one, the Wealth Creators. You could come on at 7 o'clock. If you're on the fence, you could come in, find out what's going on, know what you need to do, and join the Wealth Creators. Listen here. As my husband would say, planning is good, but execution is better. Even though you might be hesitant, scared, and things of that nature, come on, we will support you in this group. Join Wealth Creators.
Awesome. And I
Yeah,
see in the comments here from Billy Williams stated that I'll be there. So we're looking forward to seeing you, Billy, tonight at 7 p.m.
absolutely.
Eastern Standard Time.
Absolutely. So listen, thank you everyone. Thank you to my co-host Davina. Certainly thank you to Cheryl Mitchell for coming on today. It has been absolutely fantastic having you here. We've learned so much. We can't wait till we have our next guest. Remember guys, this is a bi-weekly show. So see us in 2 weeks. We'll be there. Can't wait to see y'all. Peace out.
Peace out.
Somebody say, I'm coming out.